welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I will show you the 17th of May celebrations in Norway and give a historical background of this day at the same time. Do not forget to like, comment and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. The Constitution of Norway was signed at Eidsvoll on the 17th of May 1814. The Constitution declared Norway to be an independent kingdom in an attempt to avoid being ceded from Denmark to Sweden. At that time, Norway was in a personal union with Sweden and shared monarch as separate nations. For some years, the King of Sweden and Norway was reluctant to allow such celebrations and actually banned it during 1820s. The king's attitude changed after the Battle of the Square in 1829, an incident which resulted in such that king had to allow celebrations. Not until 1833 that public addresses and official celebrations started. After 1864, the day became more established when the Children's Parade was launched in Christiania, at first consisting only of boys. It was only in 1899 that girls were allowed to join in the parade for the first time. In 1905, the union with Sweden was dissolved and Prince Carl of Denmark was chosen to be king of an independent Norway under the name Håkon VII. Today, the 17th of May is a public holiday where both children and adults celebrate together in the streets. There are parades, music and joy all across the country. Good weather is always welcome on this day, probably the day when weather is most important among all the days in Norway.